What up? This is Lisa Paris from rawbeats.com. So this is my little brother. Mark is dope. He is...
Thanks, thank you.
Yeah, he's an on-air personality. He does a lot of radio stuff. Yeah. He's super into gaming, video gaming. He actually got me into Tetris and Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers, old school stuff.
Yeah, like OG Nintendo, really dope games.
She's really good at Tetris too, I gotta give it to her.
What are we listening to right now? The New Roots.
Oh, the New Roots. It's
yeah.
bomb.
Yes. The New Roots album is bomb. The reason I wanted to have Mark on the show today is to talk about how you can help inspire people in your life to try healthier foods.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so Mark and I, growing up, Mark hasn't ever really been a fan of health foods.
Veggies, fruits.
I've never really tried to force Mark to eat anything healthy by any means. It just seemed like a losing, you know...
Religion and diet, we don't push it on people.
Yeah, we don't. We just, you know, we kind of grown up, just let people do their own things, you know, don't really...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's something that we share in common. And, but it's been really, really dope because Mark is actually... He's actually come to raw vegan restaurants with me and eaten raw vegan food.
First time I had a raw vegan meal was at Cafe Gratitude. And I ordered the pizza because I'm a fan of pizza.
It was insane. We like sit down. My brother like pops open the menu. He's looking at it and he's like, oh, cool, I'm good. They got pizza.
I was a little surprised your raw vegan pizza is not quite the same as the pizzas I'm accustomed to.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was kind of surprised that I actually kind of enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't as bad. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa.
It basically looks like a salad on a cracker.
It's a salad on a cracker. Let's not placate anything. It's a salad on a cracker. So there's lots of new textures for me and new taste. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be at all. Easily the biggest perk, and something that I'm sure you've stressed, and I've seen you stress, is that it literally makes you feel so much better when you eat good food, you know? Like, I eat crap all the time. Most embarrassing thing, they knew my name at Jack in the Box, so they knew me as a person. Like, hey, you haven't been here for a while. I was like, that's when you know you got one foot in the grave. But anytime you eat that stuff, and anytime you eat that stuff, you always feel like crap after.
Yeah, I imagine after you hit up Jack in the Box, you do not feel good, and that's something that Mark has said quite a few times. After we eat a meal at a raw vegan restaurant or a vegan restaurant, he's like, I feel good, and we do feel good, you know? So that's been something.
Your energy's high, you feel good about yourself. When you eat crap, it really makes you like numb almost, you know, you get tired and lethargic. Yeah. And anytime I have a raw vegan meal, maybe I don't enjoy the taste and the texture as much as some other foods that I enjoy, but I feel like it's night and day practically, you know.
To how you feel afterwards.
Yeah. One thing I have to give you raw vegans props on, you guys nailed the desserts. It's so good. So at Cafe Gratitude, we always get ice cream.
Yeah. We get pies.
And pies, yeah. And those desserts, actually enjoy the texture of those more. I think it tastes awesome. So I think that's a smart way to slowly wean. Don't tell them it's a raw vegan ice cream.
Yeah.
And they'll probably be like, oh, this is some really bomb ice cream. And you'll be like, oh, it's super healthy, it's raw vegan. They're like, oh.
And Mark really is into like the chocolate shakes and stuff. So I've come out.
Some bomb ones.
Yeah, I've come out here and we'll, you know, I'll bring a bunch of gear and we'll make some chocolate, like raw cacao smoothies.
Yeah. And
he loves it. And he feels really good after. Like, I can see it.
I think there are some raw vegan entrees that aren't bad at all. Like, I mentioned the pizza, which really kind of threw me because I had my mind on one thing and it came out to be a different thing. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't ready for that. It was kind of a jump. But at Cafe Gratitude, I guess for plug. But, they actually have really good enchiladas.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's something that I would eat anytime. I mean, they're just good. You know, there's no denying that. It has good,
that's a good thing to talk about too, because you know, a lot of the raw foods, especially stuff that's dehydrated, like at Cafe Gratitude, they dehydrate enchiladas, so they're warm. They've got textures that are similar to real enchiladas. Yeah. So it's closer than like the pizza where it's kind of more like a salad. So there's definitely different kinds of dishes in the raw food world that might taste more similar. Yeah. And those would be good things to have people try if they've never tried raw food before and they eat a lot of processed foods.
Yeah, another good way to wean people into it too is if Lisa lived closer to me, I'd probably eat a lot more raw vegan stuff because it'd be prepared for me. Because like I said, I go to fast food a lot, and it's not because I particularly like love that food so much. It's more that it's a convenience thing, you know. I'm not good at cooking, so it's an easy fix. And if you have, if you have a friend that you're trying to wean into the raw vegan kind of state, you know, why not make dinner for them and kind of see, like, you know, you have a friend that will hook you up and slowly, you know, help you with that process. Because someone who will help you prepare it or prepare it for you, like my sister so kindly does for our family, then it's a lot easier to kind of like that lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, bring your raw food, your vegan food, your vegetarian food to parties. If you have a friend that, you know, wants help, make food with them. The more healthy foods that you eat, the more you're going to crave that. You're going to crave that feeling of feeling really like superhero-like after you eat. So it's really exciting. But yeah, thanks for coming on the show.
My pleasure, absolutely.
Yeah, he's getting so much better. He's really eating a lot healthier.
Baby steps every day.
Yeah, baby steps. You know, it's all about being excited. Nobody wants to be forced into doing anything.
Yeah.
So you've got to like find that inspiration.
It's a human condition. No one likes being forced, but everyone likes being exposed, you know. People like being exposed to new ideas and new ways to live healthy.
Try not to talk people into doing things, but inspire them by just showing them like all the dope things that you're into. And yeah, hook people up. Check out rawbeets.com, get hooked up with some dope recipes. Eat your beets, wash your feet, say bye to meats.
Get some good eats.
Get good eats.
Mix some beets. Don't get beat.
Iron your pleats. Clean the streets. On Easter, don't eat peeps. Turn that dial to supermarket sweeps. That show was so bomb.
It was. They always went for big turkeys too.
Yeah.
And she's loading up on those 5-pound turkeys.
Yeah, they were always
go.
getting the 5-pound turkeys.
And now Mary's grinding coffee for an extra $100. Oh no, it's overflowed!
Supermarket sweep was good. I wish I could do that in Whole Foods.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Pilot ideas.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. If anybody out there wants to go in on a green supermarket sweep through Whole Foods new game show, oh my gosh, it's the game show of the future.
And you know what? The whole thing about supermarket sweep was trying to get the most, like spend the most money. I think that's easy to do at Whole Foods.
Oh, whole paycheck?
Yeah. Whole paycheck.
I didn't come up with that one. It's been going around the health food scene. Yeah.
It's been on the webs.
The interwebs.